I went down to the Piraeus yesterday with Glaucon, son of Ariston, not just to offer a prayer to the goddess, but also because I wanted to see how they would celebrate the festival, this being the first time they'd held it. As it turned out, I liked the procession organised by the locals well enough, but the one put on by the Thracians appeared to me just as fine. Well, when we'd offered our prayers and seen what we came to see, we turned back towards the city. But at that point, Polemarchus, son of Cephalus, caught sight of us heading off for home and gave the order to his slave to run over and tell us to wait for him. The slave duly grabbed my cloak from behind and said, "Polemarchus says you to wait for him." I turned round and asked him where his master was. "Over there," he said. "Come out behind. Please wait." Moments later, Polemarchus came up to us with Glaucon's brother Adimantus, Niceratus, son of Nicias, and a number of others, evidently fresh from the spectacle themselves. "Socrates," said Polemarchus, "looks to me as if the two of you are already off, back to the city." "Well guessed," I said. "Well," he said, "do you see how many of us there are?" "Yes, of course." "Then," said Polemarchus, "you'll either have to outmuscle our side or stay with us." "Aren't you missing out one option?" I asked. "What if I persuade you that you need to let us go?" "What if we're not listening?" asked Polemarchus. "Would you be able to persuade us then?" "Hardly," said Glaucon. "Then proceed on the basis that we won't be listening." Adimantus intervened. "I suppose you haven't heard, later on towards evening there's going to be a torch race on horseback in honour of the goddess." "On horseback?" I said. "That's new. What are you saying, there'll be a horse race, with the riders handing torches onto each other?" "Right," said Polemarchus. "And that's not all. There'll be festivities all through the night that'll be worth watching. We'll get up after dinner and watch them ourselves. We'll be there with lots of the younger crowd, and there'll be plenty of conversation. Please stay, and don't make an argument of it." "It seems we should," said Glaucon. "If you think so," I said, "that's what we must do." So off we went to Polemarchus' house. There we found Lysias and Euthydemus, Polemarchus' brothers, and Thrasymachus of Chalcedon into the bargain, along with Carmantides of the Paeania deme, and Cleitophon, son of Aristonomus. Polemarchus' father, Cephalus, was also in the house. Cephalus seemed to me now a very old man. It was some while since I'd seen him. He was sitting there on a chair with a cushion, with a wreath on his head because he'd just been sacrificing in the courtyard of the house. So we sat ourselves down around him, since there were some chairs there arranged in a circle. As soon as he saw me, Cephalus greeted me and said, "Socrates, it isn't often you come to the Piraeus to see us. You should have come before. If I still had the strength to make the journey easily up to the city, you wouldn't have needed to come here at all, because we'd have visited you instead. As things are, you need to come here more frequently. I tell you, just as those other pleasures fade away, the ones involving the body, so the desires and pleasures that attach to a good conversation expand to fill the gap. So, no arguments. Come and spend time with these young people and visit us here, not just as your friends, but as if we were family." "Cephalus," I said, "I really do enjoy talking to the very old. It seems to me we need to treat them like travellers ahead of us on a road that we too will probably have to travel, finding out from them whether it's a rough and hard road or an easy and smooth one. Just so, since you're already at a time of life the poets describe as old age's edge, I'd be delighted to know from you whether it's a difficult age to be or what your account of it is."